Hi there, here's Christina from Changing Parenting, and today I want to talk about personality. So, personality is something that you cannot change. You can, but you can find ways to go around it, right? And this is not to say that our personality doesn't change as we grow, but what I mean here is our core personality, right? Because there's basically three things that influence the way we are. So it's our core personality, the way we are born. Some babies, they are born in a way that they immediately sleep the whole night, that they are very peaceful and quiet. And some babies, they are very active immediately from birth, right? And it doesn't matter, you can have the same parents, but people will have their own personalities. And this is not something, as I said, that you can change, but it's something that you can, so you can help your child take advantage of the parts in their personality that work for their advantage, and give them tools to help them with the parts in their personality that might create challenges for them as they grow. So, as I was saying, it's personality, and this again is not something you can change. And then it's your immediate family, the family you grew up with. So your parents, your siblings, they form, especially in the first 6 years of life, they are the ones who give you your values. They are the ones who help you form your core beliefs about who you are, the type of person you are, how others will react to you, and how the world works, right? So, for instance, this is why it's so important that in that age 0 to 6 we don't tell kids they are bad kids, because the more you tell a child they are bad, the more they will start internalizing it, and they really believe it then, because it becomes one of their core beliefs about themselves. The same way that the way you respond to your child in the first 6 years of life will be the base of their expectations on how other people will react to them and to their behavior as they grow, right? So it will be either they believe that if they need help, they can get help from people, or they believe that it's not okay to ask for help, that will get you in trouble, or that makes you weak, or whatever it is, right? So all those core beliefs, they are formed based on your immediate family and the interactions that children have with their immediate family, especially in the first 6 years of life. And then the third thing is their life experiences and the experiences they have with other people as they grow, the places they go to, the cultures they meet, all those things, right? Those experiences. That's a big part also of the way we are and the type of adult we become. And you can influence the experiences your child has, of course, the place where they live, etc., but you cannot 100% control the experiences they will have, the people they will meet, all those things, right? That you will never have control over that. The thing you have the most control over is, your family home, the interactions you have with your child. It's yourself, right? You cannot control anyone but yourself. So I want to just make here a side note that the way your child is, your child's personality, either is compatible with your personality or is incompatible with your personality, right? So, for instance, if you are a very outgoing person who loves to be outdoors, who loves to hike, all those things, and you have a child who's very energetic, who has a lot of energy, who's very extroverted, then you have a compatible, personality. And this means that whenever your child starts acting out at home, you just go outside, which is something you enjoy doing. And immediately for your child, everything is so much better because they can run away, and they can not run away, or just run and, take care of all that energy that they have bottled up inside them, right? The same that, for instance, if you are a parent who is very into structure and rules and needs to have everything in a certain way at home and nothing can move an inch, right? If you're kind of a control freak and you have a child who is very introvert, who's very shy, then you will very easily get compliance. And so again, it's personalities that are very compatible. And usually parents that have children that are very compatible with them, they usually don't come to me or to a parent coach until their child maybe it's their teenage years or their adult years. And that's because, again, they are so used to getting their child to behave the way they want them to behave just because they have a compatible personality, that they don't realize that very often what you see outside of a child is not showing what's inside, right? And that only starts showing when children start rebelling around teenagehood or into adulthood, the behaviors and the relationship they have there with their parents. So those parents usually don't come to a parent coach until later. The parents that usually come to me right from the beginning, so again, I focus on ages 3 to 6, are parents that have personalities that are a bit incompatible with their child. So this is, for instance, the type of parent that is very extroverted, that loves being around people, and then they have a child who's an introvert, who's very insecure. So this is the type of parent that, for instance, they love being around people, and they love meeting other moms, and all the kids are playing with each other while the moms talk, but they are not allowed to talk because their child doesn't want to leave them. Or, for instance, a parent who is very control freak, like the example before, but has a very energetic child that just does not, that they don't do it on purpose. It's just that they just have so much energy that they don't control very often the way they express it. So they might be a little bit more clumsy. They might, throw things on the floor. They might, and that's very incompatible, right? So what can you do? And so those are the parents that usually come to me, and it's great actually. So if this is happening to you, the fact that you're getting help already in this, very founding years of a child's development is so important, because, as I said, in this age group, this is when children form their core beliefs. And the way you parent in ages 0 to 6 will have a huge impact on how your child is throughout their whole lives, right? And of course, you can always change the relationship you have with your child, and you can always help your child as they grow at any age, even when they are adults. But this age group, 0 to 6, is so critical that if you get help now, if you get support now in parenting your child in this age group, you will create such a much bigger impact. So if you happen to be one of those parents who is unlucky to have a child who has an incompatible personality, that's actually a good thing. It's not unlucky, it's actually lucky, because you then are in this position where you are realizing you need help right now, right? So what you can do, as I said, you cannot change your child's personality, but you can give your child tools to help them. First of all, take advantage of the good parts of their personality, because all personalities have good sides and bad sides, right? Or not bad, challenging, right? So you can help your child take advantage of the good parts of their personality. So, for instance, an introvert child, you can help them by, creating activities like reading and all those things that are very healthy habits and they will enjoy. And you can give them also tools to help them deal with the parts of their personality who might create challenges for them as they grow. For instance, you can show an introvert child how they can approach another child by modeling, by going with them, giving them the security that you are there if they need you, that you are not going to leave them, giving them that support, that you have their back, but showing them. You go to this child and say this and that, or you model for them and you say, hey, can we play with you? Give your child those tools so that they can, find life less challenging as they grow. If you need help, if you want to know more about how all this works, check out changingparenting.com.